This was likely the most intense job interview ever. 8 candidates walked into the exam room, and the moment they saw the question paper, they were stunned. The paper was completely blank, total silence. Everyone was confused, but no one dared to speak. Before the exam started, the proctor had laid down 3 strict rules. Rule number 1, you cannot speak to the proctor or the security guard. Rule number 2, you cannot leave this room. Rule number 3, you cannot spoil or damage the paper. If you break even one rule, you're out immediately, and you lose out on a job that pays $10 million a year. After reading the rules, the proctor set an 80-minute timer and walked out. Everyone just stared at that blank sheet of paper. No one even knew what the question was. As time ticked away, one girl couldn't take it anymore. She figured the blank paper meant they were supposed to write a professional report. She picked up her pen, but the second she wrote her name, the guard grabbed her and threw her out. She broke rule number 3. The paper was spoiled. Seeing that, everyone else dropped their pens instantly. Then, one guy had an epiphany. He realized the proctor only gave 3 rules, which meant as long as those 3 weren't broken, everything else was fair game. He casually stood up and started shadowboxing. When the guard didn't react, he got bolder and started saying hello to the other candidates, since the rules never actually said they couldn't talk to each other. Now, everyone got the hint. They started talking and brainstorming. The question was, why is the paper blank? Lisa stood up and suggested maybe the paper is treated with a chemical. The question might only show up under a specific light. They held the papers up to the ceiling lights, but nothing happened. Then Mike said maybe it needs UV or infrared, but there were no lights like that in the room. Right then, a blonde woman noticed the emergency lights on the wall. To test it out, they broke one of the lights, and within seconds, blue emergency lighting filled the room. Everyone thought they were about to see the question, but the paper stayed blank. Kevin said maybe it's the wrong color. Maybe there are other lights. That's when Boa, who was super observant, noticed another light tube on the wall that hadn't turned on yet. Hope sparked again. They broke that light too, and the room was flooded with warm yellow light, but sadly the paper was still empty. Finally, everyone's eyes turned to Paul. Since walking into the room, Paul hadn't stood up once. They asked him, "Dude, why haven't you even moved?" Paul looked at them and said something very strange, and in that moment, he didn't even realize he was about to uncover the biggest secret of that blank paper.